why now I'm able to, express myself. But earlier I'm too much underconfident girl and even hesitation.
So do you
So
feel
that's
you have improved a bit?
yeah, little bit, I single sentence. So at that time, while I'm speaking single sentence, so at that time I'm sibling and even fumble also. And now I'm also fumble, but I have too much confidence just because every day I talk people. And another thing like YouTube. So why I
So could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Lavanya and I'm from Chhattisgarh. Currently, I'm pursuing my degree. It's a special educator, and I have my own business. It's salon, ladies salon, and I have also staff, 5 4 staff in my under.
That's good to know. And why you are so passionate about English?
Okay. So literally, since my childhood, so at that times, I'm very passionate about learn this language just because I want to become a native speaker. So that's the reason. But there were in my side, there were no any environment, so I didn't find any such a nice, you can say like person and. In so nowadays I am free, but earlier I didn't get a free chance. So but now I am free. So every day I read and write. So now I improve my spoken English.
Right. And how do you your personal and professional life?
Okay, so if you talk about personal and professional life, so I easy to handle and I have knowledge also. So yeah, like especially for like personal life. So I have lot of hobbies, so I engage my hobby also. And another thing like professional life. So sometimes I engage my client and another like I handling my staff. So I'm very politely types, like I'm a very kind and humble types girl. So I can easily handle. Yeah.
I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about your work.
Okay. So if you talk about my work, so you heard about ladies salon, like ladies beauty parlor. So I know everything, even yeah, whole services. I know like makeup and you can say like facial and haircut and hair spa. So there are a lot of service. Yeah, I provide. And even I provide also bridal makeup. You heard about bridal makeup, especially for wedding time and free bridal service. So that kind of service I provide.
Right. And what do you really find so challenging when it comes to your work?
Okay, so challenging every day I am facing challenging because every day I face new, interact with new people and new face also. Sometimes humble and sometimes very kind and sometimes I'm facing to be honest, angry person and asking, please, ma'am, give me, you can say like discount and all. So that kind of person every day I'm facing.
Right. And I would say that is an interesting thing to do. Every day you get to meet a lot of new people. Sometimes, as you are saying, that sometimes people are short tempered, sometimes people
Yeah.
are so grounded, and every day you get to learn so many things. And what is one thing that you adore about your profession, that you love the most?
Okay, so I love the most, while I'm talking, especially for clients. So you can say like normal type, but and I can handle easy, especially for short temper. So that and every day you can say like every day I handle client too easy because earlier I'm working as an admin in Lakme Academy. So there are also I handle you can say like staff and even people. So I have knowledge. So I easy to handle that kind of people also and even like most of the times I'm facing earlier you know one thing earlier what happened? One client, she was asked, "Where is your honor?" You know, so that times I'm laughing too much because I don't know why people sometimes asking where is your honor. At that times I'm saying I'm honor of the salon, so they also shocked. Oh my god, she was very youngest and have good knowledge and handling easily to client also and have also staff. So they were shocked.
Mm-hmm.
And even yesterday, courier boy also, no, not a courier boy. He is a sailor. You can say like, you can
Product
say,
sellers.
to, yeah, product seller. So, yesterday, what happened? Product seller, he was asking, "Where is your honor?" So I'm saying, "I'm the honor." Oh my God! So he was laugh. Sorry, ma'am, sorry. So that kind of I'm facing every day, and I'm sometimes I face, I go mirror. Oh my God! So I'm literally, you can say like, oh my God! And even sometimes I ask my father, my father, I'm asking, I'm not a good at in, you can say like honor type. So my father, you are a very youngest, so that's the reason sometimes people ask that kind of question. Yeah.
Yes, it's so true that once I got to know that you are into this profession and you are the honor, I was also started to know this. Okay, that what on earth at a very young age you became the honor. And when did you realize that you must go for this profession? Or are your family members into this profession? Or they have something else?
No, no, no. To be honest, earlier I'm working in hospital also. It's corporate hospital. So I'm in HOD and I have good at, I know everywhere, even account and auditing. And so that kind of, so at that time, one of brother, you can say like at that times I'm working, so that there was one guy, he's suggested to you interested to go for another, you can say like another, you jump to another profession. So at that time, I'm saying yes, yeah, I want to go. So he was saying, Lavanya, you want to go another profession. So there are also admin and you have knowledge also, so you can join. So I go and first, you like interview. So I easily correct in interview, and then I work there 1 year, and then I email, and then I decided to myself that as soon as possible, anyhow started on my business because I love the way of, especially for I'm a little bit extrovert nowadays. Okay, so that's why I can say like enough is enough, and then I start my own business. So at that times I spend 8 lakh rupees. So
Oh,
that kind of, and yeah, so yeah, and at that times, there were also staff, let me stop. So they says, ma'am, you can say like, आप नहीं रहोगे तो हम भी यहाँ से चले जाएंगे. So
oh,
they say like, okay, so and 2 3 staff join me also. And so that kind of I started my journey. And to be honest, earlier I'm facing lot of problem, and even I'm suffering anxiety and even tension. So that kind of. But
right.
now it's fine and very smooth. Yeah.
Even if you try something new, at first you are going to face so many problems. And this is natural, it is with everyone.
Yeah,
And I
it's
would also like to know that did you take any classes for this beauty parlor, or you directly started owning this business?
no, no. Actually, I already mentioned. So at that times, I'm working as an admin. So I handling client and even I handling staff. So there were also manager. You can say like training manager. So in my responsibility, I give training especially for my staff. And so at that times, little bit I have, you can say like knowledge and all. So at that times, I'm watching online. Like online, I'm watching what they do and what services. And so at that times, I am watching and then I implement my mama and even my sister-in-law. So I do every day.
Right.
And so at that times I didn't have any certificate, but now I have. And so yeah, so that kind of I started, but literally, at that time I have only for you can say like result of MBA. Yeah, I didn't have any, especially for beauty but now I have and I wear trend and I do everything. I do, yeah, I know everything.
Right. And it reminds me of one thing, that charity begins at home. You used to do some experiments with your sister, with your mother, and that's how you became the best. All right. What do you prefer? Natural beauty or beauty from the parlor?
Both are, I say, like, both are requirements. Okay. Because, nowadays, even girls and boys, every people wants to become, you can say, fabulous skin and Korean skin, Depend on person to person, but yeah, depend on person to person, to be honest. And you want whatever you want to, because nowadays even girls and boys so go for parlor and some use you can say like product and all. So it's only for person to person. I am not judging anyone. You want to go for, you can say you change your personality and also you can go and spend some money. So you definitely improve your, you can like hair and even face. Depend on person to person. And even, celebrity also. You heard about it like a filler also. You can say like Botox and even filler, nose filler, and even eye crease. So at that times, and glutathione also. Just because spend money, so that's why he and she look like very beautiful. And you didn't spend any money, so how you can feel like a good enough. So, and must matter, nowadays some people like saying beauty it's not doesn't matter, but beauty matter, first impression is last impression. I agree with you and I appreciate also, because nowadays and some people, first of all I give example, small Hindi example. Okay, I give Hindi example.
Yes, please.
Okay, so like two baby, okay, and one sided dark baby and another sided like fair baby. So जब भी हम टकराएंगे तो फर्स्ट हम फेयर बेबी को ही टच करेंगे. क्यों ऐसा होता है? बिकॉज जस्ट बिकॉज इन आवर ह्यूमन नेचर, every but some people saying, he was a good head, you can say soul and all, and also I appreciate, but people only thought in like inner side, you can say like inner side बस वो बोलते हैं but implement नहीं करते,
All right. I would.
उसी
Mhm.
चीज को ही वो लोग मानते हैं बट वो लोग इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं करते, बस दिखावा करते हैं.
All right.
So
I would love to tell you one thing, that beauty is only skin deep. And you were saying that if there are two babies, one is fair complexed, another is dark complexed. It
yeah,
completely depends what kind of thing you are attracted by. And features are also there. There are so many people, they are really good looking, but really they don't look very nice.
Yeah. I
We judge people by their behavior. What if somebody is so good looking? What if somebody is affluent? That person has nothing to do with me. That person is not going to give me anything. If that person is not polite, I am not going to consider that person is beautiful or that person is handsome. You must have heard of one thing: handsome is what handsome does. So these things are temporary. And I can understand you are saying this from your business perspective. We also go for that. It is organic that every once in a while I also go to parlor, or we usually go to parlor, especially when we have some family functions or we need to represent ourselves in a beautiful way. But I would say there are some diets we can follow. We can drink a considerable amount of water. I think by this we can have a glowing skin, or we can have a glowing face. Besides this, we should add some fruits in our diet. This would also help. So, do you tell people that these are also the things? Because how long will will it last? If we go to any parlor, or if we get any makeup done, so I don't feel that it will last for more than a week. After a week, because our skin will be addicted to it, and
yeah,
if we do not get it done, we will not look as we are naturally. So
yeah, it's
yes. So what do you tell people that when they come to you, do you also tell them, okay, to maintain this, somewhere you also have to have a good diet, like you can add omega 3 in your diet, or some fruits, water, or proper sleep is also there. We should have proper sleep so that we can have a glowing face.
Yeah, obviously. I also recommend, you can say like diet and I also recommend don't avoid junk food and packet food also and drink. Like you have you can say like my weight. I'm tall girl and but a little bit my bone is strong, but I'm not a fatty. So my weight 58. Okay, so every day I drink at least 3 liter because in our body also wants at least 2 and 3 liter every day you drink water. But some people, I don't know where according you drink water, so it's helpful your body. But people, they didn't sleep like at least 8 to 7 hours. You sleep very well, so obviously your skin look like a, you can say also your face also you mean to say like and tiny and even flashness just
Hmm.
because you sleep well. So that's one. And another thing, like nowadays addicted to junk food and
Right.
also have like a good phone. So there are also Swiggy, Zomato, and another application. You can go easy and then order it and then eat lot of junk food and oily food. So that's the reason you didn't aware what you eat.
Right.
But aware also they aware, but I don't know why eat a lot of that kind of food. So that's the you become a fatty and even you didn't good have any flawless skin and you maintain your and nowadays people go for gym just because click picture and showing media. That's it. They didn't implement our body. So first, you literally conscious about your body, so you follow those things, especially for good sleep and good food. Sometimes what happen in our because we are human nature, so sometimes we eat like spicy food and junk food. So once in a month you eat, so it's okay. Why you habitual? Some people addicted to junk food like every day, and sometimes one week, so 2 3 times. So eat lot of junk food, and you wanted to become a good personality, and you wanted to become a good, you can say like hair and skin. So it's not possible. First, you
Right.
avoid your comfort zone, so you definitely achieve whatever you want to.
Right. Right. And I also have a relevant question. Relevant question is, what motivates you to learn English, and why don't you take English classes if you feel you lack something or there is a paucity of confidence and all? Why don't you take English classes? Personally, I feel you are financially stable, or you can bear the fee. Why don't you do this? Why you are on YouTube, and I don't feel you would get constructive feedback. Yes.
Okay. So, earlier I take classes 3 months. Earlier, you can say like 6 months ago. So at
Mhm.
that times I take classes in my Raigad side. So he he, he was that times only grammar like tenses, and you can say like what are you doing, where are you going. So that kind of question and answer. And and really at that time I'm saying, sir, I want to become only for, you can say like speaking. I didn't want to, you can say like what are you doing, what do you do. So that kind of silly question on regular basis. So that's why I irritated that time, and I removed. Enough is enough. And then at that times I decided how to connect stranger, and how to build our confidence. So that's why every day I connect strangers also, and I talk. So that's why now I'm able to express myself. But earlier I'm too much underconfident girl, and even hesitation.
So, do you
So
feel
that's
you have improved a bit?
yeah, little bit, I single sentence. So at that time, while I'm speaking single sentence, so at that time, I'm sibling and even fumble also. And now I'm also fumble, but I have too much confidence just because, every day I talk people. And another thing like YouTube. So why I started YouTube? Just because I saved my memory, and I have also knowledge. You can say like motivational. So that's why, because I'm motivated girl. So I'm saying you also motivate and learn new things. So it's helpful your journey also. So that's why.
All right, that is a good thing to know. All right, Lavanya, I really enjoyed having a conversation with you, and I hope you also enjoyed it a bit.